Hello comrades, Commissar Bro here today with the Enchanted Cave 2. And this game is friggin' awesome. That's right. Now, I do want to go ahead and put out a disclaimer. I did get a review copy from the developer Dustinaux. And, yeah, so now that that's out of the way, I can actually talk about the game, right? This game is great. Like, for all the indie games that I've played, and lately anyway, this is a gem and an otherwise pile of relative shit. It's simplistic. I don't even know where to start. I guess I'll just start with this. So basically, you're an adventurer in this town that has a cave. The cave being right there. And the cave will, basically, every time you go in it, you can go further down, but every time someone goes in it, it completely changes randomly every single time. Now, in the cave, your goal is to... We're going to start at floor 0, just for simplicity's ease. Now, there's a little shop guy that you can talk to, but anyway. So, basically, the cave, there's monsters in it, you kill the monsters, and it's as easy as just walking up against them. As you get further and further in the cave, you get magic, and you get better loot, you become better and stronger, and I think there's 100 levels. There's a little backstory going on in between the addicting sequences of getting more loot and gold, involving, I think, like this wizard, basically, who went in there and people are missing in the cave. And I think at this point there's like 5 people from the town who've been missing. Everyone is becoming slowly addicted, in a sense, to going into this cave because the loot and the goods that you get out of the cave are really good. Now, the basic way this plays out is think like Sword of the Stars, yet make it even simpler. Sword of the Stars, the pit, that is. Now, obviously, as you can see, it's really simple. This is not rocket science at all at how the game functions. However, it's incredibly addicting. It's very well put together, and I fucking love this. Like, okay, the music, for example, it's by some guy named Grant Kirkhope, and you know, if Mr. Dustinaux, if you guys are listening, hook me up with that fellow. He's good. I like his music. Like, seriously, this makes me think of like Banjo-Kazooie type music. Or Donkey Kong 64, you know, that music in rare titles back on the Nintendo 64. You know, the good old days for my generation of gamers, right? Yes, yes. So yeah, you've got amazing music that is perfect for every setting that you go into. I've only heard 3 tracks so far, and while to a degree they are looping, it never gets annoying, and that's how you know you've got a track, like a soundtrack, that actually boosts a game up. While the gameplay is fun, having good music, and I'm a firm believer in this, can always make it even better and more addicting, and you end up forgetting how much time you've actually put into the game. So yeah, this is definitely a game that I'm happy I played, because it's really good. And you've got a crafting system as you go further and further in. You get all these items, and you see perfect timing. Here's a forge, and you can actually create items and so on. You throw ingredients together, like I think we can throw this. Let's see, that and that. Does that create? That creates a potion, and we can give it a property. So do we want to have more defense, more tech, or critical hit percent chance? And it's only good for 1 battle, so let's try it out, shall we? Alright. Now let me see, did I actually create it? If not, I could be lying. Nope, there we go, I made it. Alright, so, we now have that. Oh, and we have a shield, and we have a hat. And, do we have anything else? No? Alright, so basically, when you finally decide to escape the dungeon, the only items that you can ever take out are magical items, which you can see are indicated here in yellow. Those are the only ones that can come out of the cave with you. Everything else basically disappears. I guess that's one of the magical properties of the cave. I guess it's probably important to mention as well that the first Enchanted Cave was actually a Flash game. And this is the developer's first actual release. And like, I'm really not trying to ride this guy too hard, but I will say that if you continue to make games like this that are actually fun, actually addicting, and for $5, holy shit. That is like, I pray for that. Like, every day that I'm going to find a game that's relatively cheap priced, that's a hell of a lot of fun, that I can just tell I want to sink hours into and get better stuff and get better, then, damn it, I know I found a good game. And like I said, that's the whole thing about this game is, especially early on, it's not really, you're never afraid of dying. If you play the game tactically, like, you don't have to fight every enemy. As you notice, I'll leave a few behind. But you don't have to fight every single enemy you come across. Just the ones that are blocking the way, like to more loot. Like in this case, I'm going to cut through these 2 goblins to get some more gold. And yeah, it's sort of like that. But you see all those, like, the creatures over there to the left? Yeah, actually, I'm going to go left and then kill all the enemies here and see more loot. And again, your health bar is up here and you got magic. Again, I haven't really seen magic yet, so I don't really have an opinion on that. Or at least I haven't used it, but I've mainly just focused on getting better swords and shields and shit and moving on. But yeah, so if this game forces you to think tactfully, basically, it's not always the best idea to kill every single enemy in the dungeon, in the cave. So sometimes you're kind of just like, let me avoid, like, I'm going to avoid that goblin and go for that tree because it's an easier opponent to kill. And look, a health potion. 2 health potions. Sweet beans. Now my guy's healed up, and I can move forward, kill some more junk. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We're going to avoid that spider. Ooh, rusty iron boots. Ooh, old gloves. Now, you will, once you get to level 10, you'll actually find that there's basically a shop you can sell stuff to. I don't know if that's every single time that it gets to level 10, but I do know that you can sell, like, all your useless items to him. And yeah, that's how you get rid of all the extra stuff that you don't need. We're going to move on to the next floor. Okay. So this is basically the general gist of the dungeon. Now, when you get to the point where, okay, hey, I'm running out of health, which I'm not, but for sake of, ooh, let me go get that gem first. You'll also find these little gems hanging around that give you bonuses. Either +1 attack, +10 to health, +6 to magic, I think it is. +1 to defense, and then there's another stat that I'm forgetting. But, yeah. So, you can do that, and like I said, oh, look, there's another gem, damn it! I need those gems! Alright, max magic power. Okay, good. So, I'll show you what the actual village looks like. The place I was at before. So, if you use your escape wings, which we're going to use them now, yes, we're going to get out of the dungeon. And so, all of that junk loot that we picked up, we lost. However, we get to keep all of our gold, and we get to keep all of our magical items. And as you can see, our stats are plussed up there. Yeah, that's right. And it gives us some other random information, like how much gold we made, how many level ups we accrued in the dungeon. Oh, and it looks like there's actually 6 people missing this month. Now, it seems like, and I could be just noticing it, but every single time you come back, it seems like more people have left the town. More and more every single time. You can actually talk to people, and a lot of times they'll actually give you tips. Like this guy right here. Watch out for floor 50. Thought it was going to be a shop. Boy, was I wrong. And last time he was telling me something about be careful about floor 40. Floor 40 and onward, there's a bunch of ice creatures. So yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of love that went into this game, and you can just tell. It's so much fun, and it's worth a measly $5. Absolutely. Without any question, I can say 100% that it is. Because this is fun. I love the graphical style. It's not trying to beat over your head that it's like, oh, this is a retro looking game. Yeah, play this. It's more like, oh, this has kind of got a retro look to it. I like that. So yeah, I mean, it's not like, listen to that music. I love it. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, look, and there's new enemies here. I haven't fought those purple guys yet, so I don't really... am I good against them? Oh, they're tough. Ooh. And see, you actually start finding some really tough enemies as you go deeper and deeper into the dungeon. Now, one thing I have noticed about this game is it seems less like... you're less worried about getting out of, or like dying in the dungeon. You're more concerned with how deep can I go in the dungeon before, you know, I need to get out of the dungeon, essentially. Which is, it's cool because, like, you're not worrying about dying so much. Now, it does get more difficult as you get deeper and deeper, as you can clearly see. Like, just this level alone, I'm having to avoid these little salamander guys and those little purple blobs because they do so much freaking damage to me. But, like I said, and we're going to try to find the wings. We're going to try to look exclusively... Oh, shit, looks like we got to go through this guy. Because there's 2 of these where the wings might be in that we can actually get out of the dungeon. There we go. We got the wings. But we are going to try to go a little bit deeper. So, oh, shit. And it's not much better on this floor either. But let's try to kill this guy and get that gem. Yes, get our stats up, sir. Get our stats up. But anyway... This is the general idea of the game. I very much like this game. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's worth $5. And, you know, hats off for this being the first commercial release of a game for this guy. So, because this is quality stuff right here. It's simplistic. I know it doesn't look like much, but it's actually a lot of fun. And it's, you know, I don't know. Again, like I said, there's been a lot of heart gone into this game, especially with the musical score. And the well thought out, like, how everything works in the game in terms of the story and, like, going around to the villages and whatnot. There's heart in it. And that's always a big thing with me, is, like, if you can tell, obviously, that the developer put, oh my god, I just discovered it, here's where the magic is. Well, that's a hell of a place to end the video, isn't it? This has been Commissar Bro, and I'm fucking... gonna play the shit out of this game. I'm gonna put so much time into this game. Oh my god, there's a magical spell for heal! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Alright, yeah. This has been Commissar Bro, and I'm gonna see you guys next time.